Hi guys, today I'm going to teach you a very easy and effective way to paint your blues licks in a brand new color with only one single note. And no, it's not a note from the blues scale. So first, a brief background. In the blues we've got three chords, in the standard traditional blues. I'll play in the key of C in this video, and in blues in C we've got three chords. We've got C7 as the one chord. We've got F7 as the 4 chord, and we've got G7 as the 5 chord. In every one of those chords we've got a root, a major third, a perfect fifth, and a minor seventh. That is the arpeggio of the one chord, C7, and the note that I'm talking about in this lesson is the major third of this one chord, E. But in the blues scale we've got the minor third in relation to the root of the one chord, E flat, not the major third. And many guitar players, especially the beginners among us, use the blues scale exclusively when they solo. Okay, now we know that we can use this note in our phrasing, but knowing is not enough. We need to understand how to apply it to a blues situation. And this is what I'm going to show you in the next couple of licks. So, let's get into it. Okay, the first lick. And the first lick fits great over 2 bars of the one chord, C7. And it goes as follows. 1. Again, 1. So all of the notes from this lick, you can find them in the C blues scale. We've got C, B flat, and G, except of the major third, E. And a ground rule in the blues, most of the times that we are gonna play this major third over the one chord, we need to approach it from the minor third, approach it quickly. In this lick, I use a slide from E flat to E. This E flat is on the G string 8th fret, and E is on the G string 9th fret. So I'm using a slide. But we could also use a hammer-on. And we could even use a bend. Another thing, the minor third is really essential to the blues sound. It's a blue note, and it's one of the things that makes the blues. So we gotta use it, and if we are gonna use the major third, we need to mix it with the minor third. And a really good way to do it is by playing the major third over the one chord and the minor third over the 4 chord. And if I'll give you a nice little example, if we've got 4 bars of the one chord, C7. Over the 4 of them, we could play 1. Third bar, 1. And when the 4 chord is coming up, F7, we could play the minor third. This is E flat, and in blues, every time that we are gonna hit this minor third, we need to give it this quarter tone bend. It's mandatory. Okay, so the rhythmic count of this lick: first bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Again, first bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. The second lick now, and the second lick goes as follows. 1. So in the previous lick, I told you that the minor third is really essential to the blues sound, and we got to use it. And if we are going to use the major third, we need to mix it with the minor third. In this lick, I'm combining the thirds in the same lick. I'm starting on the major third, on E, and I approach it from the minor third with a quick F-step bend. And then I play the minor third with this quarter tone bend. And if I omit the major third, listen how dull and ordinary it sounds. As opposed to okay, so the rhythmic count of this lick. First bar, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Third bar, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and now the third lick. And the third lick should be played over the 4 chord, but before I play it, I must say that over the 4 chord, the major third of the 1 chord sounds really dissonant. And just for you to hear, if I'll play the 4 chord, F7, and I'll add to it the major third of the 1 chord, E, listen how dissonant it sounds. But actually, dissonance is great. This is what music is all about. It's about creating tension with dissonant notes and resolving this tension with consonant notes or strong notes, notes from within the chords that we are playing over. I cover this idea in the next lesson. So this major third of the 1 chord is really, it carries a lot of tension. So the way to use it is by pass it quick on our way to a strong note. And if I play a lick that utilizes this idea, it sounds like 1. Again, 1. So this lick should be played over 2 bars of the 4 chord, F7. And at the end of this lick, I'm targeting the F, the root of the 4 chord. This is a strong note over this chord. But on my way to this strong note, I use this chromatic run, which include this weak note, this E, the major third of the 1 chord. And it works because I'm passing it by really quick on my way to a strong note. Okay? And this is the idea that I want to teach you in this lick. Okay, the rhythmic count of this lick. First bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Again, first bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So those were the licks, and my advice to you is to learn the ideas behind them so you can create your own licks, because you want to sound unique, right? Okay, so this lesson is the first part on my series, How to Break Out from the Blues Scale Mold. And in this series, I'm going to give you original tools to play much more than the blues scale. Things you won't find elsewhere, like exotic scales and ideas that are taken from jazz and world music and could be applied to blues, all with practical, easy examples, just like in this lesson. So be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications about those new lessons. And also, please like, share, and leave me a comment. It will help me a ton. Okay, so that will be all for today, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye, guys.